Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. Hey, Allie.
Ryan, as the NBA pivots away from the post and towards the perimeter, we're seeing more teams employ three-guard lineups to great effect, trading some size for skill. We'll see if the trend continues, but guys, for now, it seems that even if there's only one ball, having multiple ball handlers can be very effective.
Jackson and George, they're manning the back. Tiny in at the center position. And for the Knicks, inside we have Randall and Robinson. Evan Fournier is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Burks in at the 3 spot. And a new rookie class to watch here early in the season, Grant. How long should we wait to evaluate a rookie's play, you think?
Well, B.A., I think you have to give them a pass their whole first year. It just takes a minute to adjust and acclimate, and a lot depends on the age of the rookie as well.
Inside, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Now here's Walker, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Outside Fournier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Walker's shot is off. Jackson outside. Pass to George. Three-pointer, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
George against Fournier. Walker for 3. Walker with another miss. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Fournier, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. With the teardrop.
Oh my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
Out to Covington. To the paint. Ooh, stolen by Fournier. Outside Walker. Back to Fournier. Good, and it's Walker who picks up the assist.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Frustrating beginning for them, but we have a long way to go. Now they just need to string together some buckets.
Now here's Jackson. Back to George. 6 to shoot. Buries it down low. George has got 5.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination. You have to feel a bit for Paul George. Had a rough go of things. Ever since he labeled himself Playoff P, he knows he'll have a spotlight on him because of that moniker.
Pass to Jackson. George outside. Here's Covington. Jackson outside. Leonard for 3. Walker pulls down the board. And with George, he caught flack for that. But he used the noise as motivation, Smitty.
And it pushed him to some of his best basketball yet. Paul George always shows up in the playoffs, but he'll need to win a title to lose the doubters once and for all.
Jackson against Walker. And there's Jackson on the assist by Leonard.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Now a timeout called by New York.
And everyone knows what an elite defender Kawhi Leonard
here for New York. Bryant, he's checked in for Robinson. Noel comes in for Julius Randle. Quickly is checked in for Fournier. And Rose is subbed in for Walker. Rose, the pass to Quickly. He takes it in. The rebound by Duncan. The Clippers in the lead. And he lobs it up top. The lob, very well done.
What vision from Bledsoe. A point who can score it and dish it.
And New York shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. Rose finds Noel. Back to Rose. Outside Burks. From the top of the key. No good, off the front rim.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Fast break, New York. Here's quickly. Rose outside. Another shot. Tipped. Here's Mann.
Burks has all the tools, great size and a high IQ to be a great defender.
And so it's Los Angeles. Robinson, he's checked in for Bryant. Randall comes in for Noel. Fournier's checked in for Burks. And it's Walker in for Rose. Bullock and Randall make up the two forward spots. Kemba Walker's out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Robinson in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. Walker passes to Randall. The kick out to Fournier. Off target with the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Thanks. Well, Tiny in their last game against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He scored 32 points and was a constant presence on the board. An astounding game for him, putting up numbers we might be talking about for the rest of his career. Back to you.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Pass to Duncan. Now George. Jackson, pass to Leonard. Over Fournier. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And the Clippers lead by 12.
What concentration from Kawhi Leonard, rising up and firing it.
Here's quickly. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Outside Walker. Pass to Robinson. Out to the right wing. Tipped away. Walker with it. The 3 ball. Covington grabs the board. It's George on the wing. Walker covering. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And so it's Los Angeles. Very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And Grant, you were a big wing with skill. That type of player very much in demand in today's game.
Well, I mean, today's NBA is all about versatility. Can you get it done offensively and defensively? Players with size and perimeter skills are very much invaluable to their team.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, George and Leonard at the 2 and the 3. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Tiny in at the 5 down low.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Pass to Walker. Tries a 10-footer. Here's Robinson. It's deflected, and he gets it back.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Here's Jackson. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 5 assists tonight.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Second chance effort. It's tipped. They get it back, and that one's good. Randall's got 6. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. George outside. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. 4-3, connects from downtown. And the Clippers lead by 17.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Burks finds Walker. Puts up the 8-footer. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. For the Knicks, Bryant, he's checked in for Robinson. Noel comes in for Julius Randle. And Rose is subbed in for Fournier.
And when you talk to folks around the league, no one has a bad word to say about Walker. He's just a good guy, a loyal guy.
Here's Duncan. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Here's Rose. Here's Noel. Leonard against Burks. 5 to shoot. Pass to Walker. Fires the 3. The rebound by Duncan. And, of course, Kemba's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award multiple times.
Yeah, he's such a glue guy. I mean, he brings people together. He's a guy who improves the culture of your team. I just love the ball movement.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And it boils down.
Here's Walker. On the wing, Fournier. Defended by Kennard. Fournier, the pass to Robinson. With efforts to grow the game in Europe, Asia, and Africa, really everywhere from the NBA. Grant, how do you see the future of this game?
Well, I think it lies in the young international stars. I mean, you see guys like Luka and Nikola Jokic from Europe and Joel Embiid from Africa. I think we'll see more and more of that as the league and the popularity of basketball grows overseas. I mean, those guys will have the drive and the examples to succeed overseas.
Inside, we have Randall and Robinson. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Fournier in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Walker's shot is off.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
You don't see guards with Bledsoe's strength too often. Part of what makes him so unique.
Pass to Walker. Left side, Robinson. Quickly with the ball. No good from 11 feet.
Oh, man, he hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Brown passes to Kennard. To the inside. Robinson with a steal. Walker against Bledsoe. Looking to end this cold spell. The rebound by Duncan.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Down low. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Bledsoe, the pass to Kennard. Here's Duncan, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Now here's Fournier. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 6. Walker for 3. And he can't get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Bledsoe outside. To the middle. Here's Duncan. Bledsoe outside. Right side Brown. Kennard outside. Here's Duncan. Robinson defending. A nice shot by Duncan.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Clippers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
The offensive rebound.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Back to Kennard. It's Brown on the wing. A shot from the high post. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Brown against Walker. Here's Fournier. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Bledsoe against Walker. Duncan. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. This one wasn't even close.
And they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. What a view of downtown Denver. A wonderful night in the Mile High City. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, this is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry for the visitors. And for Denver, Murray and Barton, the guards. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. And here's Payton. Here's Duncan. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Jokic. Here's Barton. The rebound by Duncan. Here's Payton. Inside. A nice shot by Duncan.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Gordon. Back to Murray. Over Payton. And the dunk by Jokic.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
And as a leader, Murray is vocal. Talks to his teammates up and down the floor, and he pushes everyone, and they tend to follow.
Here's Jokic. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Morris, he's checked in for Gordon. And Murray's vocal to the opposition as well.
He's used to the trash talking. I mean, he loves to challenge people. I mean, does it cross the line at times? Well, it depends on who you're talking to.
Now here's Jokic. Outside Murray. The rebound by Duncan.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Payton's shot is good.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Jokic, driving in, and the dunk by Jokic.
Big man powering to the rack. Doesn't happen much in the league anymore, but Jokic is showing us why it's still effective.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one misses. And the second free throw is good. Now Morris. Outside Murray. From behind the arc. The shot that time not on target. San Antonio goes the other way with it. To the inside. Duncan. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game. And here's Denver. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Jokic. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Barton's shot off the mark. Payton against Murray. Payton passes to Bryant. Jacks up a 3. Offensive board. Back to Payton. Here's Duncan. He's guarded by Porter. Goes back up. A nice shot by Duncan.
Well, if you don't box out the big fundamental, you're going to have a fundamental problem.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Morris, right side. Blocked! And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Jeff Green.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Barton. It's deflected, and they get it back. Here's Bryant, and then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Campazzo, covered by Bryant. Back to Barton. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
It's pretty obvious right now the defense is not comfortable with Barton taking those shots. He's remarkable at drawing fouls when he's on the floor.
So both teams making some changes here. So he gets them both. 1:04 left in the first. Down low. And stolen by Jokic. And he's all alone. He can't get that one to fall. San Antonio goes the other way with it.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Gervin, covered by Jokic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
We talk about Embiid's surge in production, but it doesn't end there. He said, I want to push my teammates to be better and lead by example.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Barton. To the middle. Got a piece of it. That shot is good by Campazzo.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And Davis slams it home.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Embiid. Can't connect from 14. And so it's San Antonio closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. Facu Campazzo is out there with Austin Rivers. And it's Barton in at the 3. And for San Antonio, they've got Kyrie Irving. Joel Embiid is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Collins in at the 3, the small forward.
Terrific flush from Anthony Davis there. When he's given room to fly like that, he's going to take off.
Here's Rivers. Well, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 5 on the clock. And it's blocked by Embiid.
A menace on the defensive end. Embiid's reach disrupts your offense.
The drive by Campazzo. Pass to Jokic. Uses the glass on the layup. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And finished off by Davis.
Kyrie Irving being unselfish there, making a nice play for his guys.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And as we head into this break, the players... Outside Murray. Tries the 9-footer. Count it. Good. Murray's got his first points of the game.
Toughest thing to cover in the game, and Jamal Murray making it difficult on that play in the pick and roll.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. From 10 feet away. And he gets the jumper to drop. Jokic has got 10 points.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow. And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
The dive for the ball. Oh, can't answer back with his own dunk. You know, Jokic is such an interesting personality. Very focused on the court, but fun and relaxed off it.
There is a reason why they call him the Joker. I mean, it's not just because of his last name. It's because of his personality. He's jovial. He's always joking around with his teammates, and he keeps the locker room pretty loose.
Barton outside. 4 on the clock. Outside Porter. They get it again.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Biyombo. Here's Vincent. Back to Biyombo. And the layup is good. And now it's an 11-point San Antonio lead.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Jokic in the post. Guarded by Payton. Murray from outside. Rambis grabs the board. Murray's gone 1 for 4 from the field. Here's Gervin. He's guarded by Barton. Payton against Jokic. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
We've got 1:13 left in the half. Payton's shot is good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Barton outside. Here's Jokic. Can they get it? And the layup is good. Jokic just got 8 points in the quarter.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Outside Payton to the paint. And Biyombo slams it home.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Campazzo's checked in for Murray. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Gervin with the bucket.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Now here's Barton, guarded closely. Jokic, he's open. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Jokic has got 14 points.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
And so it's San Antonio. by Nikola Jokic.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Murray and Barton, the guards. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Dozier in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Michael Malone. The shot off that time. San Antonio goes the other way with it. Here's Gervin. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, good whistle there.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And we've got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Down low, Gordon with a steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Barton, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Big man really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
On the wing, Bryant from outside the arc. Jokic grabs the board. Bryant's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far.
Last few years, Jokic has led the league in touches, which is amazing, talking about a center in a guard and wing-driven league to be able to do that.
That free throw, no good. And Jokic has been posting prime Russell Westbrook numbers with staggering efficiency here, Brent.
Well, it's incredible just the patience he plays with and then the decision-making that he has, waiting for the right cut, delivering the ball on time and on target.
Morris, he's checked in for Dozier. Jokic, no good. Murray against Irving. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
How about the body control that time of Kyrie Irving? Absorbs the contact, stays focused, not going to be denied down there.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence.
Murray passes to Jokic, knocks it loose. And here's the fast break. Irving with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively. Here's Duncan. He's got 6. Over Murray. A nice shot by Duncan. Give him 8 points now. You know, if you were to hand select a player to take the last shot for you, no one would bat an eye if you chose Kyrie Irving.
Ever since his shot over Steph Curry in 2016, Irving's been a legend. And some of it's his mental approach. People say he marches to the beat of a different drum. That may help him in those big moments.
Just 5 on the clock. Barton finds Gordon. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Pass to Duncan. Bryant outside. The shot. And he jams it home with authority.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right. To the middle. Here's Jokic. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Yeah, the inside game of Jokic continues to improve. Adept at using that big body, finding an angle, and taking advantage.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. Barton outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I think Will Barton has figured out that scoring from the free throw line can be a good thing.
And he's good on the second. 1:46 left to play in the third quarter here. Oh, a nice shot by Collins. And San Antonio leads by 19.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Oh, stolen by Payton. He's got a clear path. Back to Bryant. Inside. Here's McCulloch. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one's on Monte Morris. That one's off. Green's checked in for Michael Porter. That one misses. And here's Denver, trailing by 19. Morris for 3. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Bryant with it. Collins right side. Back to Bryant. Over Morris. And the jumper is good at the free throw line. Bryant's got his second basket.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And the basket by Jokic.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Bryant outside. Down low. 18 feet out. Jokic grabs the board. Pass to Campazzo. The 3-ball. And no good. And so it's San Antonio with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They just can't miss right.
Can make plays so valuable.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for San Antonio, they've got Kobe Bryant, and it's Vincent in at the 1.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Pass to Najee, and he's going for the lob. Oh, the slam dunk by Morris.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Bryant outside. To the inside, McCulloch. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant. And San Antonio leads by 18.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Out to the wing. Here's Najee. Sinks it from distance. On offense, here is San Antonio. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Davis hits.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Now a timeout called by Denver. Murray against Irving. And it's rejected.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
It's rebounded by Morris.
Oh, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Jamal Murray.
Instincts on that play from Murray as he used the defense, who was a little bit over-aggressive.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Martin against Irving. Pass to Duncan. Outside Payton. Driving inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Murray passes to Jokic. 13 feet out, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Jokic just got 20 points.
Well, the versatility of this young stud, Jokic, is just ridiculous. Shoots threes, posts up, put the ball on the floor. Did I mention passing?
And that one's good. Irving.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Jokic passes to Barton. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from the line. Jokic, no good. Here's Gervin to the paint. Jokic grabs the board. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Morris outside. Pass to Gordon. Outside Murray. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Dozier's checked in for Morris. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Jokic. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. On offense, here is San Antonio. They have a 19-point lead. And Embiid throws it down.
It's all about getting ideal positioning. Once Embiid gets it, the D is toast.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league. He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Green's checked in for Green. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
The fantastic passing we saw from them in the first half carried right over into the second half, too.
Also, they've generated a ton of offense in the paint, and that's always a recipe for success, getting those high percentage shots down low.
And here's Denver. It's an 18-point game. 54 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dozier. The shot misses. San Antonio goes the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside Payton. Pass to Duncan. And Green comes to help. Irving for 3. And they'll get another chance. Outside Payton. Outside Irving. Out to the right wing. Here's Embiid. Here's Duncan. And at last, they get one to fall.
Well, once Duncan gets the ball, the defense trying to be physical, but Timmy's seen that, once, twice, maybe 6,000 times before. Future Hall of Famer still getting it done.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road.
And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the game. Important to make a splash in hostile territory. That's a look at our setting tonight, the picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wings. Duncan is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jackson in at point guard. And for Milwaukee, and forward, they have Middleton and Giannis. At the guard positions, Holiday and DiVincenzo. And it's Diakite in at the 5. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie seasons.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game, and I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
Duncan with the block. They retain possession. Send that tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
George passes to Duncan. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard the bounce pass. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Antetokounmpo. This game he had 28 points. George against DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Rebounded by Covington. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to the Warriors. And at 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forwards.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only he weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
Leonard with the steal. With the floater. And he lays it up and in.
And you gotta love how hard Leonard works to support the team. He's right where they need him to finish there on that break.
They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo passes to Diakite. Tries yet again. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. To the middle. Here's Duncan. Off target at the rim.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Terrific find that time by Holiday. You get open. Drew will get it to you.
Duncan left side. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Diakite can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Duncan. Covington trying to break free. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Jackson.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson. Using his poise and vision to make a play.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Middleton. Over Leonard. No good off the front iron. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Clippers trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside Jackson. To the left side wing. Duncan, the pass to Covington. And yes, it's good.
And it's always terrific when Covington gets going down in the paint. I mean, this guy can...
Jackson from long range. That shot misses. Bucks trailed by 3. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Duncan is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. And there's Jackson. And it's Johnson in at the 2 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tiny in the last game against the Knicks was outstanding. He grabbed 24 points and, as always, was at the defensive end as well. He blocked a lot of shots. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Robert Covington's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in for Johnson. Jackson finds Duncan. Pulls up. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Duncan's got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Beverly. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Giannis is double. Back to Beverly. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. They get it back. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Persistence pays for Giannis there, using his athleticism and those long arms to collect second chance opportunities for his team.
Jackson against Beverly. Feeds to Leonard. And that one goes long. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Milwaukee. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
Shots good by Kennard. Kennard's got his first points of the game.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Here's Giannis. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Bucks trailed by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Poked away. DiVincenzo can't hit it. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Inside. 1:02 left in the first half. There's the pass to Forbes. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And here is DiVincenzo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Confident jump shot from DiVincenzo. He's a pretty selective shooter. He doesn't waste many possessions. He does a nice job with shot quality.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Robert Covington. Paul George comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Mann's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Bruce Brown in for Jackson. Tries to keep it alive. Simons the pass to Nader. Count that bucket. Nader's got 7 points.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
Duncan with the bucket.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Bucks trailed by 4.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
George against Middleton. From 13. That shot missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. At the guard positions, Holiday and DiVincenzo. Longtime teammates Middleton and Giannis, the forwards. And it's Diakite in at the center, filling out the middle. Well, we've seen mid-range jumpers lose favor, but Clark, it seems like the floater is on the rise.
Kevin, it's a must-have shot in today's game because of the lane being open as much as it is, the way the game is officiated, where you can drive it and create foul situations. Smaller guys that get in the lane have to have a shot that can avoid taller defenders, and the floater is that shot.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Bucks trailed by 8.
Kevin, I don't think we can overstate how big a deal it was for Holiday to come to the Bucks. I mean, this team went after him hard, and you can see why. He's such a terrific all-around player and a great leader as well. Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
And that one's good. Leonard.
George's all-around game is very impressive, and his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's DiVincenzo. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard's got the ball. That one, no good. Great D that time from Middleton.
And Holiday was a hot name when he went on the trading block. Bucks paid the big price to get him.
And I think trading for him helped secure Giannis long-term.
He's checked in for the Bucks. Patrick Beverley comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Johnson comes in for Reggie Jackson. Giannis outside. Fast break, here we go. Finished off the break. He's got 10.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Middleton dishes to Giannis. Holiday left side. Paul George with the steal. Johnson outside. Duncan trying to break loose, and it's good for 2. And it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And to Tacumbo. Duncan with the block. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And it's in there. Johnson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude taken to the woodshed in the paint.
So both teams changing it up here. 1:16 left to play in the third. Simons surveying the D. 6 to shoot. Here's Giannis. Banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 13 points.
Giannis is taking it up a notch here, and he's always one of the more consistent players in the league night in and night out, and he's getting it done tonight.
And that one's good. Duncan. And the Clippers lead by 13.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
And Duncan throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
The Bucks making a switch here. Forbes checked in. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Middleton. Going inside. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Duncan, and he gets it to go. He's got 17.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear. Chris Middleton comes in for Nader. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And then for Los Angeles, Duncan, he's checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for Mann. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Bruce Brown. Duncan with the bucket. Duncan's got 19 points.
late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Outside the wings are George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Duncan. And it's Jackson in at the one. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Third personal foul.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And it always feels good to get that first win in a season series. Going head-to-head twice this year. This will put them up 1-0 so far against the Bucks.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance
for Duncan.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Antetokounmpo against Duncan. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Duncan kicks to Johnson. Duncan with the bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Becker. Count it from 12. Duncan down low. Stolen. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home.
This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.
Guys have been granting this kid's wish. It's